controlling the power, meaning to be able to control the law. So once you control the law, obviously you are able to control the society, right? So we, as the position of legal, what we need to understand is how to achieve that. Yeah, political integrity, whereby the politician is having this kind of attitude. Yeah, they have this ability to do good towards the society, and our role as people who are from the law is to facilitate the ability for the society to be having a set of politician that is able to kejap wait, hold on. Kejap. Hi guys, sorry. Something came up. Okay, so coming back, so the politician, obviously, you know by now how they are doing things that benefit themselves, and not doing things that they are supposed to do to take care of the society. We are the guardians of the society in terms of our knowledge and our ability to formulate the law, that the politician to utilize the law in order for them to bring goodness to our society. So this topic is just about to enhance or to promote political integrity. So with that, you came across Michelle discussion in the document, right? So he did mention in this, I got it from somewhere else. So for good custom, we need laws to maintain ourselves. If you're looking about the law, then we do have to, in order for the law to be observed, we do have the need for good custom. Okay, so it works both in terms of maintaining the symbiotic, yeah, relationship between the law and the custom. So if you look at the continuation of the statement that he made, the institution and laws made in a republic at its origin when men were good are not afterward more suitable when they become evil. So this, you're talking about institution and the laws, is related to those people of in control. If those people who are in control become evil, then the laws and the institution are going to crumble down. So if you're talking about law and the institution itself, if you compare between laws and institution, if the institution is the one that is never changes, while the law is able to change, then obviously the institution will corrupt the law. So eventually, law is going to be the what they call it, the victim. So the basic thing he is talking is that he wants the politician to be able to be good, in order for the society to benefit of the existence of the country. And then this one, I think it is more, I mean, realistic, whereby those who talk about people, having and ending up with robbery or any vice, and actually these are all due to the fact that uh, depend on who rule them behave in that like manner. Meaning, kalau in Islam we have that our pemimpin is corrupted, then the whole society will be corrupted. Yeah, because the leaders or the politician is unable to do their job in order for them to bring goodness to the society. So this is something that is worrying for us. Yeah, in terms of we cannot control the politician, so therefore we have to learn things that is able to link up to their status of activities that they are going to play in the society. So here we are going to look at the topic 4 syllabus, political idealism. Then we will be looking at ways of how to promote that idealism. Yeah. So idea means something of a mind, yeah, a mindset, the way of thinking about something, thinking of how politician is to play their role in our society. And in order to do that, then we have to look at the knowledge politics, wisdoms, and service politics in order for these three to support the idea that we want to promote. Okay. If you look at political idealism, is actually in international relationship is actually determined by different thinking of global players in terms of world politics, whereby one of the school of thought views it is based on optimistic assessment of human being, meaning we are to promote things because we are by nature human beings are good, and because of that we should be able to bring goodness to everyone, yeah, collectivism. So this is actually promoting the progress of individuals in the society. If you look at the political idealism that we apply in the 20th century, there are four elements that we can look at this political idealism. Number one, there is rather a convergence, yeah, convergence of state interest rather than divergence on the supranational level. This is about people, countries in the world wanting to form groups rather than looking at interests of the society in terms of the whole, what do you call it, countries in the world. So promotion of interest is better rather than compared to ganging up and forming caucuses or alliances. Second, we will be looking at the foreign policy should remain in agreement with the catalog of moral values. So any foreign policies that we see uh, being promoted by the countries, yeah, or throughout the world, must actually come into agreement with the moral values that everyone apply in this entire world. It is more about natural law uh, rather than the policy of the country. And then we will be looking at the international law, and the application of international law is the most effective instrument in terms of us to achieve peace, actually. Yeah, because we might be saying, you all dah belajar lah international law. Have you yet?
Belum,
Uh,
sir.
Belum, eh? If you're looking at international law, the understanding about international law is the ability for us to understand the law that the whole society in the world is applying towards each other. So international law have its own main goal, which is actually to achieve peace. However, some countries do not want to apply the international law in the world. Why? Because they just see it as a means of controlling their country. Yeah, they are looking at the sovereignty of the country rather than the international standards. And then number four is the international organization. Yeah, they play a major role into trying to stabilize the global politics. Yeah, so because if you let other countries in, you let all the countries to decide, their politician to decide things to be done, and what will happen is that the global politics are not going to be stable. Like for example, if we have the situation of North Korea, right? So they wanted to play safe, worried about people attacking them, just like what Iran is also facing. They are worried about America trying to pick them because they hate the Israel, yeah, the the Iran do not, they don't like Israel very much, just like I think most of the Muslim countries. So therefore, we are looking at the America implementing uh, foreign policy that is, that is negative, yeah, the of its application towards our Muslim countries, you know. So we are looking at this organization in order for us to see their rules into stabilizing the global politics. So we're going to look at each one of them. The first one, if you look at the state interest, yeah, rather than the supranational level, you know by now, supranational level is the teaming or ganging up of countries in order for them to be strong, in order for them to get some gain. Yeah. So what the teaming up is meant for, or the purpose of teaming up, because war. Yeah, the thing is, because if you look at the war that we had, yeah, World War I, World War II, it is because the economic gain that you want when you gang up, yeah, and then you want to have the ability to be strong in order for you to maintain territorial gain. And then obviously you have the religion here. We might go back to the previous 500 years, where religion is the main uh, force, yeah, that is being applied by countries, saying that this is our Islamic empire, this is our what do you call it, Christian empire, and things like that, right? And then we have nationalism. One example is what they call it, German. Yeah, we have Hitler. He promoted nationalism so much that they become strong, but at the same time, it is bringing the cost of the war. Then we have revenge. We have civil war. Yeah, chaos in a society in a given country. Then you fight against one another. So we have civil war, and then we have a revolutionary war, where few example that I've already given: China, Russia, and then France. You know, they revolt against the people who are in power, and then we have defensive war. Those people who attack one country, and obviously the people of that country try to defend themselves, and you have that situation of defense war. So, what the first idealism is that the promotion of state interest is much better if you to compare with ganging up, because the ganging up, the chances that it will lead to is towards war. Okay, if you look at this example, the ganging up, yeah, security alliance, yeah, in our society, we have NATO, we have China, the China alliance, and then we have the South American defense group, and then we have the African Union. So it is more or less they are ganging up or teaming up in order for them to safeguard each other. And with this so-called ganging up, chances of us ending up in war is very high as compared to trying to promote interest, yeah, common interest between countries. Now, common interest is much better as you want to promote common interest of a group. We have NATO, say for example, they just take care of their groups rather than other people. Yes, they are strong, and with the money that they have, the profit that they can get, they can influence other people by giving charity and so on, right? But it is not about that. It is basically the ability for you to control other countries, like China, for example. They want to penetrate into countries by doing economic investment and things like that. Eventually, they want these countries to be on their side. So having group is not good. Having group leads to war. So what is the best thing for us to do is to promote state interest rather than the supranational level. Any question you can ask or you can chat if you want to, guys. Okay, continuing. Yes, any questions, anyone?
No, sir.
So second, political idealism is looking at foreign policy. So foreign policy should in line with the moral values that we apply throughout the world. Say for example, I put here United States. Yeah, view themselves is different. Yeah, they see themselves as being superior because they are number one in terms of military throughout the entire world. Nobody dares to come to their to challenge them, and this is something that is not good because we are supposed to be promoting moral values rather than foreign policy that is looking in terms of the negative. Yeah, what negative you are talking about? Maybe this is one example that I put here about the America refusing to be part and parcel of the treaties, yeah, international treaties that we promote. Okay, we have Rome Statute, we have Vienna Convention, we have Convention of Human Rights. Those are the convention that America promoted in the first instant, but later on they don't want to be part of it, part of the convention. Then on top of that, the attitude that they have, foreign policy that they implement, yeah, such as drone attacks. Recently, they attacked the Iran, yeah, Iran. I think Iran. Who's the person? The military. The past 6 months was the military person. Recently, there's another attack, drone attack, towards people that is important for Iran. They're just trying to intelligent, yeah, intelligent apa, a scientist of Iran. Then cruise missile strikes, throughout the globe. Then we see people dying, in Syria. America plays a very important role, and because of that, their foreign policy that they apply throughout the world. Okay, and then we have the example of hypocrisy. Yeah, they are hypocrite whereby they maintain huge stockpile of nuclear weapons. They have like thousands, as compared to those people who wants to have one or two. Yeah, for example, Pakistan, as compared to India. Yeah, and then we have Iran, we have North Korea. They just don't want to be bullied around, so they wanted to have their own what they call it, nuclear weapon. So it is very odd in terms of the policy that they implement. Here we look at one example that I put here in terms of the Rome Statute, yeah, as one example. So non-state party, non-signatory, and who signed and then withdrew. So you can see Russia, America, they first sign and then they withdraw. They let other people to sign the document, and then yet they don't want to continue with the so-called understanding, yeah, international criminal court. So in terms of war crime, they are afraid because they are doing all these kind of things. Okay, the third one is the international law should be an instrument that is to achieve peace. Yeah, if you look at the Article 1 Charter of United Nations, whereby it is the purpose of United Nations to bring about peaceful means in terms of principle of justice and international law, trying to settle disputes, yeah, around the world. Yeah, and if you don't settle dispute, it might be leading to a greater situation, i.e., war. Right? So this is the international law concept that we apply because it does promote some kind of a peace, between countries. And if you look at the fourth element, the international organization is to be able to stabilize global politics. Because example here, I put the triangle when it comes to economic globalization, and then social cohesion, and liberal democracy. Meaning, you have to strike a balance between these three angle, the three point of the pyramid. Sometimes the pyramid will take form in one is, you've seen in the pie chart, yeah, as far as the strength of a product, then you will see the strength. You will sitting out that what they call it, the diagram where we have a uh, round, and then the strong point of that particular product. So it changes from one product to another. The same thing here. You're looking at economic globalization, the social interaction or cohesion that we can establish, and the democracy. This is the role of the organization in order to attain the global politics in the world. Yeah, and these are the list of those institutions that I mentioned. So you can see here there are many doing all the respective what do you call it, missions. Yeah, one maybe towards the banking, towards the settlement of human settlement. You're talking about economic, monetary fund, and some of it might be in a way controlled by people for their own benefits, right? But basically, we need those organization to help out in terms of things that is happening in the country. Okay, so can you understand the four element of political idealism? Any questions so far? This is just talking about political idealism. It's an idea that every one of us is good. Therefore, in order to achieve those goodness, we have to find some ways. And these are the idea that we have to put across to all politicians in order for them to be able to be together to bring up certain outcome, which is the outcome here we are talking about the interest of the society, the moral values, peace and stabilization of the global economy, global political scenario. Questions, guys? Clear?
So far, no, sir, from
So
me.
far, no, eh? So next question, if there is no question, the next question is how for us to achieve that. So as the syllabus already stated, it can be done through knowledge politics, wisdom politics, and service politics. Yeah. So what are these three? So let's look at each one of them. Knowledge politics, the law should promote the ability for everyone to gain knowledge. Okay, knowledge is very important. Without knowledge, we are unable to know whether the politics that we have in our country is good or not. If the politicians are able to control our mindset, then they might do things that is different from those that I already mentioned earlier on. Yeah, the political integrity should not be able to achieve because there is no knowledge. Yeah, in terms of the knowledge of the society towards the politics that we have in our country, right? So the function of the law is to promote the ability for everyone to know to gain knowledge. So this is very very important for us to be able to allow people to gain knowledge. How do law win this, yeah, or to bring about this? So we know for a fact that the politician, they play a game of knowledge evasion, meaning they don't like people to know the truth. They just want to know about things that they want society to know about. Okay, so for example, recently, KWSP, right? KWFC is trying to say that the people who wants to have that amount of money to save themselves during COVID, when they are now in difficulties, financial difficulties, not able to work, don't have enough money to survive. They wanted to get the EPF money out, a small amount, 10,000, but the EPF or the government is saying that no, the law allows us to not give you the money because this is the law of our country. Okay, it is being formed by the legislation, meaning the parliament has passed this EPF act. So the EPF act does not state that we are able to give you in terms of your money. By right, people are saying that this is our money, we need our money now rather than you give it later, because if you give it later, we are unable to be in a position to get that amount of money. Yeah, maybe they'll be bankrupt, maybe they will be on the street, not able to survive, maybe, I don't know whether they are going to die, but they obviously you are going to be in a big trouble. And then when you don't have money, chances of you doing negative things are very high. Stealing, doing things that is not ethical. So this knowledge that the EPF is trying to say is that this is for your old years, and actually they don't they don't want those people to get their money, because the money by right is non-existent. EPF, they don't keep money in the bank in liquid form. They put it into a set, they invest. So when it comes to investment, obviously the money is no longer with them. So if they were to allow people to come to their institution and get those people money, they have to liquidate the asset, or to cancel the investment that they have made. That is the reality. Rather than telling the society that sorry, we already invested your amount of money, but they say no, it is for your own good. This is by virtue of the law we already established, and the law is trying to save yourself in the future. So it is a manipulation of facts, in order for them to win over popular opinions, and this is the nature that is prevailing in our politics that we have in our society today, or any other country lah. So if you look at Foucault, he says that in terms of that relationship, power relation, in terms of the politician, obviously what they want is to be in power, and this so-called ability for them to control the freedom of thinking, is not good for our society. Okay, so it is for us to liberate ourselves in terms of to know everything. You guys are lucky, we are lucky because we learn law, and then by learning law we know so many things of your rights, your liabilities, your duties, but as compared to those people who doesn't learn law, they face they it is difficult for them to understand what is their right, what is the duty of the society, the government towards us. So that is knowledge politics. Yeah, how do you promote knowledge politics? We'll be doing this exercise in your tutorial this afternoon. Yeah, so how you are to promote laws that can promote knowledge in our society. Next is the wisdom politics. Law should promote the ability for the art of wisdom to flourish among the people in our country. Yeah. So you have read the wisdom politics by Walter G. Moss just now, and he did not mention about law at all. If you look at the article or the book, PDF book just now, if you search for law, I don't think you get the result. Let me check. Is there any law here? It did mention about law of love, law of requirement, mother-in-law, enforcing law to keep Christians, anti-crime law. Very few, yeah, very few in terms of the mentioning about exact the law. But we can utilize the document in order for us to utilize the law in order for us to promote wisdom in our society. So how do you do that? Knowledge. How do you promote knowledge in our society in order for them to know about politics? People hate politics, right? Then how do you promote in terms of the goodness in with relation to the one that I mentioned, political idealism, or the number 1, 2, 3, 4?
Media.
Media. Okay, good. Yeah, how do you take media in order for media to be an agent to promote law?
Um, how do we take media to promote law?
Yes.
For example, in news.
Mm-hmm.
Um, for example, in news, like news will publish the good story about politics. I mean, of course, there's some bad story about politics of how the parliament members are fighting with each other or whatsoever, but there's also good in it, like or what the parliament did today, what is the new law that was just passed in the parliament and everything, stuff like that, so that people know. And then there's some media that explain, for example, in YouTube there's a lot of videos that explain regarding the rights of the people, regarding
Wow.
what the politics used in a country or something like that.
Yeah, very good. So that is one rule of the media. So if you're looking at the media itself, there are so many things within the media itself can be done in order for us to promote in terms of knowledge. Yeah, and then education. Yeah, in terms of education itself, how do you promote politics to children's, to those people in the school? You are not being exposed to politics in the school. In university, prior to the amendment of the University Act, so we are not allowed to be members of the politics. We are not allowed to be uh, anything that is related in with respect to politics. you know that is wrong in terms of the way for us to know politics, how it is supposed to be done. Yeah. So what about wisdom? Okay, so wisdom in terms of the law, here wisdom politics is the ability for us to understand. Yeah, here how to understand politics. It is based on the education that we have. So if you are able to have the knowledge by virtue of education, and then obviously you will be able to be in the position that you have that knowledge, experience, yeah, understanding. You cannot have wisdom without understanding, without experience, without insight. So this insight takes time, yeah, in order for you to establish wisdom. So one example I put here as eternal vigilance is the price of liberty. What does it mean? So this is a statement of wisdom whereby you have to keep vigilance about the eternal elements of the liberty, yeah, in terms of the things that we want to maintain in our society. As far as the price of liberty is concerned, we have to have vigilance. We have to criticize, we have to analyze, we have to scrutinize all the things that is being done in our society in order for us to maintain liberty. Okay, without the ability for us to think, without to be able to criticize, to analyze, uh, definitely the politician will be able to utilize that position and abuse their position. Yeah, so that they would have what they call it, the upper hand. Yeah, when it comes to politician, they don't like us to know about politics, which is something that is wrong in our society. Okay, and the last one is to look at the service politics law. What we are learning here later on, when you apply the law should ensure that politicians are able to properly serve the people properly and correctly. Yeah, so this is something that is obvious, right? We don't have to worry about this. The politicians should be able to service our society. If you look at our society today, the politicians are not servicing in generally, we can say that there are people who go down uh, to the ground in order for them to be able to help people. But this would only take place when the election is about to happen. So this is the situation of our society where politicians are not servicing us what they are supposed to do, right? They look at the people of the opposition when they wanted to be in power. So they very much, I went to two places, very, they call it apa? Member of Parliament office. Yeah, I went to the Member of Parliament office. When I went there, I saw quite a number of people waiting to see the representative or the PA, personal assistant, or the politician themselves, in order to highlight their problems. Say, for example, if they are in need of money, if they are in need of support in terms of uh, infrastructure and things like that. This I went there in order for me to complain about the road, that the condition of the road that leads to accident near Subang Jaya and things. I went to who's the Subang Jaya, the lady who's the member of parliament for Subang Jaya, the remember her name. Siapa ingat? It's Teresa. It's not Teresa. Anyone remember?
Kejap, saya search.
Is it Wong Chen?
Yeah, I no. Was it section Sumanjaya? Right? She is currently the one representing Sumanjaya. Actually, we have a student that I want to relate to have this service politics. One of our student who end up, actually I contacted her recently for her to be a reviewer for our syllabus. She is very active in politics. She is with Keadilan, or if I'm not mistaken, DAP. Our student, law student, ending out with DAP. But what happened that I realized or being informed by my wife that this girl, our student, she was appointed as the what they call member of lembaga Majlis Pembandaran Subang Jaya. So what happened was every morning she would go places in order to review or to check whether the garbage collection is being done properly or not. This is very good for us to have this type of politician who are very concerned of the society, that goes down to to the level of the society in terms of looking at things that whether the service that they are supposed to provide to the society is running as what it should be, right? So in our situation, VC should go down and go to our, what they call it, asrama, in order to have a surprise check, at those what they call it, canteens, to check whether the food is proper or not. It's very rare for us to have people who are very high up to go down and go and check whether things are running as what it should be, because obviously you are on top and you have appointed people to represent you in order for service to be provided, but you have to go and check, as what we can hear about the Islamic caliph. They at night they went out and then look at people, whether they are poor people, and you have come to a situation whereby the caliph, some say it's Abu Bakar, some says Osman, some says Ali, those they once they realize that people are not having money, enough money, in this situation, the mother was uh, cooking something, cooking not stones, yeah, just to make the child happy, and if they are so tired that they will go to sleep and not remembering their hunger. So these are the things that politician needs to do. Yeah. So here, law should ensure that politicians are to serve the society properly. If you look, for example, if you parliament session, parliament session, if you look at empty table, empty chairs, where are they? They are supposed to be there when it comes to parliament session. I don't know where they are. Maybe they are doing good things. They have other obligation. But when it comes to certain things, parliament session, obviously it is only a limited time. So you are supposed to be there. It's just clocking in as you're going to work. Going to parliament, every politician must clock in and must be there in the parliament in order for them to be the representative of the society about the issue that is being discussed. Okay. Uh, right. One
Sir,
example. Yeah. Good.
I'm sorry, but my other class is starting.
Oh, okay. Good, good. Okay, right. So we end with the contribution of Tun Abrazak. He contribute very much in terms of the what do you call it, service politics. So okay, guys, that's the end of our class. Thank you very much for coming, and then I'll pass you the record and see you later, inshallah. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Sir.
you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Daniel. Thank you,
Thank you,
Adib.
sir.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
Azfa. Akila. Thank you, Arina. Saki.
Thank
Sorry.
you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you.
sir.
No worries, sir. No problem.
Okay. Thank you, guys.